at the end of the day. So in this next topic, this is going to be a good discussion because I want to hear all of your thoughts. And the title of this segment is, are Tesla price drops going to destroy Tesla's brand value? And we're going to give our thoughts on it. We've got it concise about 3 different bullet points, and we'll talk about how these price drops could affect Tesla's brand value. And spoiler alert, I think it might make it questionable, and it might instill distrust with the brand and how Tesla is. But I want to hear all your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best price, or just getting really good financing. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can get access to my Tesla buying guide, which has links to all the credit unions and banks with the best financing that are better than Tesla financing rates. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. All right, so let us take a look at this. If you don't know what happened, pretty much last night, Tesla dropped the price of all their vehicles across the board. Model Y basically had a $2,000 price decrease across all trims. Model 3 had a $1,000 price decrease between the Model 3 Standard Range and the Model 3 Performance. And the Model X had a $5,000 price decrease between all trims at the end of the day. And so this is a pretty interesting time, right? Because Tesla overtook Ford in terms of US brand loyalty, which is a funny word to say, because price drops like this, I think does the opposite effect with loyalty, especially if someone just bought a vehicle, they've paid whatever they want to pay for it at a new vehicle price, and they see headlines where Tesla slash prices $5,000, $10,000, $13,000, they're gonna have a bad taste in their mouth with, and they're not also they're gonna have a very bad time trying to sell that vehicle or trade in that vehicle 2, 3, 5 years later, because the value of that vehicle basically has been shot at the end of the day. And then of course, on top of that, we talked about this on the channel where Tesla won a bunch of awards for branding, luxury, all the different stuff by KBB. They won a bunch of 2023 brand image awards. And this is a pretty interesting time because, you know, when we talked about in January, when Tesla dropped the price of the Model Y $13,000, we talked about this might be actually the beginning. I think I remember making a video about that, where this might actually be the beginning of discounts and price adjustments throughout the whole year. And so are these reduced prices going to negatively impact Tesla's luxury brand? I would say yes, 100%. I mean, Tesla has built their reputation on premium vehicles, or I guess maybe premium price vehicles with the Model S and the Model X. And as the prices come down and the Tesla needs to sell vehicles, this is 100% going to dilute certain valuations of the brand. Lowering prices could lead to perception that Tesla is no longer an exclusive brand and it's easier to be attainable. But I guess it's like two things that Tesla's trying to go for, right? They're trying to go for volume at the end of the day, but at the same time, they want to keep that aspirationalness to vehicles for Teslas also at the end of the day. So definitely some pretty crazy stuff going on with it. The other thing that might be talked about is, reduced prices, trying to sell all these vehicles relatively or quickly, or trying to at a lower price could reduce could be a sign of poor quality. I mean, Tesla already has a bad shtick, I guess, with panel gaps and vehicles not being the best quality coming off the delivery line. And so as prices come down, as they start to reduce some of these prices, it's not going to be a good look. Or maybe they're just pricing these vehicles where it's supposed to be at the end of the day, right? If it's supposed to be a luxury premium vehicle, but then it has a lower price point, I mean, essentially it could be building a lot of value, because people only buy stuff when they feel like they're getting a good deal, or if they want to pay something, they see more value in what they're actually buying. But as Tesla lowers the price of the vehicles, and in like the secondhand market, there's tons of more vehicles being out there driven on the road, it's going to have this dilution effect where it's not necessarily the coolest brand or a vehicle on the block. And now that a lot of the competitors are coming into the pipeline, we just talked about how Lexus and Toyota is going to have 1.8 or 1.5 million vehicles by 2026 a year. And so a lot of the competition is coming on on strong with their version of a electric vehicle. And then the third point is really that these lower prices are going to hinder profitability. I mean, I think we saw a headline where, Teslas have to sell, or Tesla, if they reduce the price by 20%, they have to sell 10% just to keep the same amount of profitability. And so that could also hurt the brand, because less profit means less innovation, hopefully more volume. But then it's like this catch-22 between all of this. But let me know what your thoughts are. I want to hear all of what you guys are thinking about Tesla's brand proposition, I guess, and what these prices. It's kind of scary at the end of the day that Tesla can just adjust prices like overnight like this whenever they feel like it, whenever they need to hit some sort of number. But at the end of the day, I guess the sentiment is still going to be, and is for a while, that Tesla, everybody wants, or not everybody, but people want Teslas because of the, they can fart and all the different funny things that they can do and how cool the technology is. And they want that T symbol on the vehicle, on top of saving money, saving gas, saving on maintenance and all that stuff. But if electricity keeps going up, then I don't know if there's going to be a saving gas element on that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but I want to hear what your all thoughts on it. Drop it in the live stream comments or even the comments down below in the description. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, but some of them include actually scheduling a call with me. We can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including credit unions and banks on that buying guide list that all have interest rates lower than Tesla financing, lower than Tesla's 5.59%. And also, as an added benefit, I respond to all DMs in the Patreon app with any questions that you have.